Praise the Lord. Hello. Hey, TikTok. How's everybody doing tonight? I pray everyone is doing well. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes. I just got off a conference call and I heard some inspiring stories that really compelled me to come out and do another video on life insurance. Y'all do know that I'm a life insurance agent. My husband and I have been in the business for 12 years, and my daughter Hannah just recently became licensed as a life insurance agent as well. So, with that being said, if you need life insurance, please by all means give us a call. You can call us at 251-349-9878. We can give you a quote. Not only do we do life insurance, we do prepaid legal, we do identity theft. And the identity theft plan is a pretty nice plan. You get your login information, your credit score. You can see your credit score every day. All the happenings, everything that's going on with your credit would come. That data would come to your identity theft. Anything that happens with your social security number will come to your login information. It also has a feature that documents and keep you abreast to sexual offenders. If they move into a zip code, your address, you can put in a zip code and it literally populates every registered sexual offender. This is a very nice plan. We all have it, and it's a decent price for identity theft. We have prepaid legal. The prepaid legal plan is used for if for some reason you need to consult a lawyer about something, and I have that plan, but I can't really say the how it works. I've never used it, but from what I understand, you have free access to consultation with lawyers, and if you were to use the lawyers, I think there's a percentage that they get, and so forth, for them representing you. So I wanted to talk because there were two stories that were stated by some of our RVPs, two, as a matter of fact, of our RVPs tonight on our conference call. And the first story was from JR, a great coach in the business, and he was telling a story about when he first got into the business, and he went to a couple to their home for an appointment, and from what he said, the husband was not aware of the appointment. So he was a little rough under the collar. He was heated, his body language and everything just said that he just didn't want to be bothered with that. He was off that day, and he just didn't want to hear nothing that was being said. He said it was a tough appointment and everything, but long story short, they did end up getting insurance. He said before they come to that conclusion, he was thinking of saying every reason why it wasn't time for them financially to make the investment of getting life insurance to properly protect their family. But before they left, he said he just kept plowing. He kept plowing and getting him to see the importance of this. And eventually, before he left, they had gotten a plan. Well, fast forward, a couple years had passed, and the wife passed away. So he, of course, give his agent a call, and can you imagine just when that happened, and then that whole thought process of how he felt when the guy came over to get the insurance? Probably didn't really care about it, but long story short, he said, I hope all those promises you made to me are going to come true, because his wife had passed away. He had taken 6 months off work to take care of his wife, and so he was really looking forward to what he had coming from that policy. So that was a blessing for him, because one thing about life insurance, I say this all the time, I even have this on my business answer machine, that life insurance is like this: you don't need it until you need it. And a lot of times we sleep on that. We sleep on this fact, and we think that, okay, I don't need it, and it's because we can't use it right now, and it's not something that we can utilize in this moment. I'm not talking about for those that will come and say, oh, there's plans that you can. No, we ain't talking about that. My point is the purpose of life insurance is to leave proceeds for your family to take care of your final expenses and to help them relieve some financial strain if you have that a policy that would accommodate that. So that story was just so touching to me, and that's somebody that's under the sound of my voice. Your story is like that. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to think about life insurance. You've pondered this several times, and you just don't see it as something that's important, but it really is, y'all. It's important. The other story was from Molly. Molly is a great leader in the company as well, and she told a story about a lady who had gotten some insurance on her daughter, and she called Molly, and she was like, hey, I want to lower my policy down. I want to drop the coverage. And then she was like, well, hey, you only paying $27 a month. So she was like, get your daughter to pay for it herself. She was just trying to encourage her to keep what she had because it was so much insurance for a small amount of money. But she lowered the premium down, and then her daughter passed. And she lowered it down, and it was she had coverage, thank God for that. But imagine what it would have been had she kept it the way it was, And so I'm not really here about how much you get because just having life insurance is where I'm the premise that I'm speaking from today. We all need life insurance. If you are a husband and a wife, you're a couple, you have children, you need life insurance. If your household is supported by two incomes, listen, that's immediate suffering. If one of those spouses pass, that income is gone, and that's an immediate strain. And we don't know. We don't need it until we need it. If you have children, if you have grown children that are not, that ain't their thing, they're not into that. As a parent, I would make sure that my grown children have insurance. My children, I have a coverage on my children that are in our household, and my grown children, they got their own policies, but I have a policy on my grown children because life happens sometimes. If for some reason they were able to get into a strain, I want to make sure that that won't be a problem, that won't be an issue. So I want to encourage everybody on the sound of my voice, whether this is your first time hearing my voice or we know each other well. If not me, somebody, talk to somebody and get you a financial need analysis and find out what you need for your household. I'm a proponent for Jesus, and guess what? Some people say Jesus my insurance. Baby, Jesus your assurance. Jesus is your assurance. He's not your insurance. When you go to Smalls, and listen, I've been to Smalls a couple times. When you go to Smalls, you got to take Smalls some money. You can't take Jesus. You got to take insurance, not assurance. You heard me? So let us take heed to these things. Let us focus on this. If it's not something that you've already taken care of, listen, put this on your list of things to do to go and get something. Because guess what? There are so many factors that needs to be considered, because the older we get, the more expensive it's going to get. The older we get, the potential there for health risk and health diagnosis that could make it very hard or impossible to get insurance. So let us think about this. I feel we need two. We need insurance and we need assurance. We need both. We need insurance and we need assurance. If you haven't taken care of this, listen, it's about that time. It's about that time. Let me give you a quote. Let's do something. Let's get some type of plan. Again, you can contact me. My telephone number for business is 251-349-9878. Listen, you in your early 20s, you in your 30s, you in your 40s, it's a time to lock into a good plan. Listen, what are your children gonna have if something happen to you? You need to make sure. The Bible said, okay, Bible, hello, Bible. It says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. Baby, that's your grandchildren. Welcome to the Spirit of Truth. Y'all have a blessed day. I pray that I've said something that's a blessing to you all. This has been the Spirit of Truth podcast, and I love you. I love you. I love you.